Welcome back to The Big Show. John Urban's my name. Thanks for tuning in to the Urban Theater. Our guest tonight, a very shy band that don't move around a lot and really don't have a lot of whole stage presence. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the Pipe Circus. And I was joking, obviously, you guys have the greatest stage presence in the world. And you know what else you make me do? You know what else? You make me say dude. Because you're all like dudes, and I hear you guys saying dude. So is it all right if I call you dudes?
Sure.
All right. Patrick, you're the number one dude. I'm going to have you introduce the band and tell everybody who's who and who's what.
Okay.
Start with yourself.
My name is Patrick. I sing and play guitar.
Yeah.
And this here is Jason, and he plays bass, and he sings as well. And over here is Hutch, Eric Hutchison. He plays the drums.
There's always something wrong with the drummer, isn't there?
Yes.
Yes. See?
As a matter of fact, but...
we won't go into it.
Right, exactly. And he sings as well. This is Mike McGavin. He also sings lead, and he plays percussion. And last but certainly not least, the man in the fur coat, this is Mike Stocklin, and he plays saxophone and vocals as well.
And if I become like Mike's friend, what could I call him?
You could call him Stock.
Stock. You know my favorite part about Stock is when he plays in the first two songs you did, is that he's just a face and a saxophone jumping up and down. I really quite enjoy that song. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, the Pipe Circus, you got a new CD out, and what's it called, and where can you get it?
Soul Graffiti, and you can get it in up and down State Street. You can get it at our shows right now. We also go through Orphan Distribution out of Minneapolis, and they'll be distributing that CD shortly in exclusive company and Best Buy.
Yeah.
And could you get it through the website?
Yeah.
Yep, and you can get it online at CD Baby.
Look at me leading you right into the website, cdbaby.com.
Just keep
Great
doing
interview.
I know. I got an award or something from it. Now, listen, I know you've kind of taken a step down coming here to the Urban Theater because you guys have been on a kind of a bigger... Welcome back to the Urban Theater. John Urban's my name. Time for the Good and Loud interview brought to you by, oddly enough, Good and Loud. Pipe Circus joins us again. Patrick, you're in the chair. That means you introduce yourself, your partner in crime, and the rest of the band we didn't have chairs for.
Absolutely. I'm Pat Peterson. I play guitar, and I'm the vocalist. This is Michael McGavin. He's the vocalist, percussionist. We got...
you keep this pace up, the interview will be over.
Michael Stocklin on the saxophone and guitar.
You can't remember your bandmate's name.
Well, I'm getting there. Jason Pettit on the bass guitar and vocals, and Eric Hutchison on the drum set.
And all together, Pipe Circus, the Pipe Circus.
That's correct.
Welcome back. This is your third time now?
Third time.
Okay, you have a long way to go. 6 is the record. So
6 is the record?
Please come back more often, all right?
How about next week?
Okay, next week.
All right, sounds good.
You guys took a tiny little break, just a short, how long was your break?
3 months.
And what was the reason for that? You were just playing a lot?
We were playing a lot. It was starting to kind of grind a little bit.
Right.
And, you know, we got families. You know.
Yeah, I understand. I know how it is. Trust me, with this show, hours on the road.
But I think our record was like 100, almost 150 in a year. 150 gigs in a year.
That's pretty good.
So.
Michael's your yes man, isn't he? He just nods at stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yes, Patrick.
There's a big show coming up in December. Tell me about that.
It's a Christmas party at the Blue Chalk Club.
Okay, for people who don't know where that is, that's in Middleton, right?
Yeah, on Deming Way, 2248 Deming Way. And it will be Friday, December 22nd, 2006.
Not to confuse people. And is it a benefit, this big Christmas party?
It is. We're raising some money for kids and raising some money for toys. And
okay, so not just your own kids, but possibly kids who are a little needier than your
kids who are needy, kids who are ill, that kind of thing. And we're also there's going to be a lot of things going on there, prize giveaways and.
Where could people find out more information about it? Do you have one of them website thingies?
Yes.
Should we let Michael say something? Michael, do you have one of them website thingies?
Yes. Pipecircus.com.
Okay, that's enough out of you. It's been a little while since you've been here. Is there new music? Is there a new album in the works?
Oh, yeah, there's about 2 albums worth of new music. In fact, we're going to start recording here. We've been wanting to start recording for about a month or so, but I think we're going to sneak it in coming up here. So.
Is it hard to get in there just to get everyone's schedule right, or is it because you're playing so much?
It's our schedule. We're just kind of like poltergeists right now. We're kind of hiding in the closet, but we're coming out of the closet finally.
Here on the Urban Theater. Okay, so we've been doing the show 6 years, and like every other show, a band has their van blow up. Did your van actually blow up, or
What?
someone? Did you have a fire?
Our old van We had a fire.
Oh, so this is a long time ago? This isn't even a current story?
That was 6 years ago or 7.
Oh, okay.
And our new van, though, is also, the engine's probably blown on it.
All right, well, that's old news. What about your drummer playing naked?
That's old news, too. He's been doing that for 8 years.
He's been playing naked for 8 years?
We actually got kicked out of a club in, where was that? Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Right.
For having our drummer playing naked. And we didn't know that he was playing naked, and the bouncer comes up to the front amidst the crowd and starts freaking out.
Right.
And Mike is like, you know, he's pointing right at Mike. Of course, our drummer is right behind Mike. We all turn around, and there he is, just hanging over the... He's like...
That's good, because if he ever drops the stick, he's got one ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, anyway...
do you feel like playing more?
You betcha! On that note...
Tell people one more time, what's the website before we go to break?
Pipecircus.com.
And the big show, December 22nd, was it?
December 22nd, that's
2006 at the Blue Chalk Club. We gotta go. Back more with Pipe Circus. Hi everybody, John Urban. Welcome back to the Urban Theater. Our guest tonight, one of my favorite bands we've ever had on the show. It's the Pipe Circus. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Well, 3 of the guys, because of course we ran out of chairs. Patrick, tell the people who you are and who we've got next to you and who we forgot.
I'm Patrick. This is Mike, and this is Mike.
I could have done that.
Mike Stockland, Mr. Michael McGavin of the Clan McGavin.
And who did we not have room for up here on the stage?
Eric Hutchison and Jason.
And that makes up Pipe Circus. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. What's happened since the last time you were here? What's going on? What's shaking for the Pipe Circus?
A lot of touring. We got a new CD that we're going to be recording, and made some friends, made some enemies.
So how many CDs now are in the library?
3.
3 CDs?
Yep.
And so the new one will be the 4th?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Correct.
And is Patrick the only one to talk, or can I ask Mike and Mike
You
questions?
could ask anything you want, man.
Anything you want. Mike, the question I have for you down there in the end is, do your socks smell? That's the question I want to know.
Dude, all good in the neighborhood. I showered right before we came here.
Okay, all right.
Clean socks.
I think you're one of the first guests to remove their shoes, and I think that's great. I think there should be more of that. We're going for that partial nudity thing. Right. Where are you guys playing these days? Where can people go out and see you?
Well, I mean, we play, what, about 4 states? 5?
11.
11 states.
Yeah. 4 or 11.
It's all about
between 4 and 11 states.
All those southern states just kind of mixed together.
Forget about it. Oh, and
what about locally? Are there venues that you tend to frequent that people can go see?
Luther's Blues, we play on about an 8-week rotation, and we can be seen at the Annex. We're going to be playing a Whammy Showcase on February 20th.
And that's in Milwaukee, right, or no?
No, it's in Madison at the French Quarter.
Okay.
Below Luther's Blues.
Downstairs.
Correct. And upstairs there's Robin Ford.
And the Blue Line.
The Blue Line.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So,
if people are looking to get Pipe Circus music, where can they find it? Is there a website they can go to?
Yes, pipecircus.com, CD Baby. Anything else?
Exclusive company, do they have any orders left?
Exclusive company, correct.
Mike, last time you were here, you had a big hat on. Where'd the big hat go?
The hat's too sweaty. I was already sweating in there, so.
Yeah. It's warm. It gets heated up. You guys feel like playing more?
Sure.
All right,
for sure.
The first song you did was new, but you got another new one coming up?
Yep, we got another new one coming up.
All right, thanks for coming, guys. Stick around. We got more music coming up here with the Pipe Circus on the Urban Theater. Stay tuned. So your dream in life is to be on the Urban Theater. First of all, get a new dream. Secondly, send your press kit to the Urban Theater on My Madison TV, P.O. Box 44965, Madison, Wisconsin 53744, I think, -465. There's a glare on my monitor. What do you want me to do? Welcome back, everybody, to the Urban Theater. John Urban's my name. Time for the Good and Loud interview. Oddly enough, thanks to Good and Loud and Avengers Assemble. I had to look at the name on my card because, if I'm not mistaken, it's a fairly new name.
You bet. Brand spanking new.
You are Patrick, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
Because you were just here.
Yes.
And I've known you for years. So Patrick, introduce yourself and the rest of the boys in the band.
My name is Patrick. I sing and play guitar. And this is Carl Johnson from Wisconsin.
Do the guys in the band have nicknames? Because I'd be curious to know if the guys in the band have nicknames.
Do you want me to say name, nickname, or do you want me to say?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
okay.
Let's pretend like we're starting. Pat, you're in the chair. Introduce the boys of the band.
All right, my name is Pat. This is Carlock the Impaler. On bass. On lead guitar, Slyborg. And on drums, Zor.
And do they have real names?
Yeah, this is Carl Johnson from Wisconsin. This is Lyle Raymond, and this is Chris Mel.
Thanks for being on the Urban Theater.
Oh, thank you.
Now you've been here a couple times with Pipe Circus.
You betcha.
And other guys been here before. Chris, you've been here with
Lisa G and Montage.
Okay. Anybody else? No.
No, sir.
Okay. You have an okay time your first time?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
This is the real stuff right here.
Real deal.
So Avengers Assemble is a new name because I know that because when I looked at my sheet of bands coming up, that wasn't even on there.
Right.
And you've been booked for a while, so obviously the name change is fairly recent.
It's like, I don't know, a week ago.
So this is kind of like breaking news. This is almost like Entertainment Tonight when someone announces, like their wedding or split. It's kind of the same sort of thing here.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
So what happened with it? Are we talking about the name change or not?
Well, yeah, actually, Carlock is a comic book reader.
Okay.
And one day in rehearsal, he's just like, Avengers Assemble! And we went with it.
Because he tends to yell out things like that?
He does. It's random. That's why he is what
I
he
don't
is.
think that's actually how it happened at all, but that's
well,
cool.
tell us how it happened, Carl.
Tell us how it happened.
It was a democratic process.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it took a long time to figure out what we were going to call ourselves.
What was the name before?
The Mighty Spliffs.
And is that name is that name dead to anyone in the band?
It's dead to me. I wanted a band name that I could tell my students.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. And before we go any further, can I just tell you, Carl, that your hair looks great?
Thanks.
Did you get a cut today?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. So
It does look good.
it does look really nice.
Yeah.
So does yours.
I just got a cut, too.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So
Did it myself.
how long have you guys been together as the other name that we no longer mention?
We've had this lineup for about, I don't know, not even 6 months. Yeah. Really.
Well,
4
this
months,
is
maybe.
Drummer number 3.
Yep.
And how many bands are you guys in total?
I do 3 things.
3.
You're in 3 bands?
Yeah.
What about the rest of the guys?
Like three or so.
About 9 maybe,
9 bands.
give or take.
5 or 6.
Do you ever just start playing the wrong song when you count it off because you think you're in one band and you're in another?
Yeah,
Seriously, that happens?
sometimes.
Yeah?
Depending on the covers. Some bands do covers differently than other bands.
Right.
Like the way Pat does songs is a lot different, usually.
That's different.
I sing the wrong lyrics.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
But no one knows.
Nobody knows. In fact, sometimes I don't sing lyrics at all.
You're just mumbling?
I just mumble. It's true, right? It's true.
Yeah.
Tell me we should talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about where people can find out more information. You obviously have some sort of website, right?
You can find information on Avengers Assemble on Pat J Music. That's myspace.com/Pat J Music. Soon, we're going to have myspace.com/Avengers Assemble. But our webmaster here has had some problems.
What happened, Carl, with the website?
I set it up and then I lost the password.
You lost the password?
Yeah.
You can send us a thing that says, I've lost my password.
Well, and
You lost the email that the password went to. Should you be in charge of the website?
maybe the Slyborg should he.
Yeah, he's the man. Yeah, Sly is definitely
Really?
of that frame of mind.
Any
now.
background training in web development?
No.
Okay, good. He's qualified, highly qualified. The other thing we want to talk about is Thursday nights, is it?
Thursday Night Fling with Pat King. It's kind of a hosted show where we host bands from the area and out of the area. It was actually inspired by a festival that I do during the end of the summer called Robstock.
Okay.
And where we assemble just a whole bunch of entertainment and people.
Where's Robstock take place?
Robstock takes place usually at a campground. It's taken place at Big E's Beach Club in the last 2 years.
Like a couple-day camper thing?
Yeah, this year it will become that. But Thursday Night Fling, we feature one band, and they play for about an hour. And then we go on, and then we play a short set, and then we do an open jam at the end of the night. But I host the show, I introduce the band. We do drawings, and we do, like a raffle drawings and stuff like that.
We're running out of time. Tell people where it is.
Right now, it's at the Blue Chalk Club on 2248 Deming Way.
Good job. You feel like
Middleton.
playing more?
You bet.
Coming back with Avengers Assemble right here on the Urban Theater. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Urban Theater. John Irvin's my name. Thanks for tuning into the big show. Avengers Assemble joins us for the, what trip is this?
Trip to Madison.
No, what number?
Second time for Avengers.
Second time here, and Pipe Circus was on how many times? Just once?
3 or 4 times. Yeah, 3 or 4 times.
It's just like musicians just come in the door, and I just say, "So how you been?" And I have no idea who you are.
I know where the bathroom is. I know where the coffee is.
You actually live in the back, right where Gary Canolti works, which is weird.
That's right. I know. I sleep under the table.
And sometimes screw with his weather. When his clicker doesn't work, it's Pat Peterson. You're the problem.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself and then tell who the rest of the hooligans are.
My name is Pat Peterson, and I sing, and I do some guitar playing. This is Chris Smell, and he plays drums like a drum wizard. And this is Pat Martin, the other Pat. We call him Pat 2.
Or as I like to call him, New Pat.
Pat, right?
All right.
Or Pat Poopy. And he plays lead guitar, and he sings great backing vocals.
He sure does.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And this is Jason Pettit, who's been playing Pipe Circus, and he's our bass player. And he also does backing vocals.
And the good thing is that we ran out of mics, and Jason doesn't have a mic.
That is a very good thing.
When I thought about it, I thought that was good news. You're back. Thanks for being here. I don't want to spend too much time on it. We're going to talk about music, but a lot of people in the Madison music scene know that you've had some issues health-wise. How you doing? Are you feeling better?
I am feeling better, and I'm here.
Good.
It's good to be here.
Good. We're glad you're here. Good. So music is good. The band is strong. Is there a new album in the works?
Yes. The new album is going to be called Asteroid. It's actually a 5-song EP.
That's what they call them when they're short. What does EP stand for?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Do you guys know?
Extended play.
Extended play, which is 5 songs, which makes no sense. Hey, if I want the cameraman's opinion, I'll ask, okay? Why don't you go focus? Sorry, Aaron. Sorry. Oh, now it's gonna be, it's gonna be blurry now. And when will Asteroid be available for the masses?
It's gonna be ready.
Aaron, hang on. Can you see the monitor? There, all right. He's back down. When will Asteroid be? It's Asteroid or Asteroids?
Asteroid.
Asteroid. When will that be available for the people?
At the end of February.
Of 2011.
Of 2011, that's right.
That's great. What about shows coming up where people can go see you?
Well, we have a show coming up at Babes on Schrader Road. Mm-hmm. That's coming up on February 26th at 8:30, 2011.
Yep.
And then we have some more shows on our calendar. You can check out inabeat.com, or you can check out MySpace Avengers Assemble Music. Well, MySpace.com.
Avengers Assemble Music. Yeah. Just Google Avengers Assemble.
Yep.
You get the old show and the band,
music,
right?
Yep, that's right.
What about, I want to ask you, is it true that you had a flat tire coming here?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm so glad we made it, to be quite honest with you.
Did you have a flat tire yesterday?
Got lost yesterday, and then
you got lost coming here. You've been here 6 times.
Yes, we did get lost. Now that you mention it.
Every time for Pat's just like the first job.
Yeah, it is. I'm on an as-needed basis. I'm definitely.
Are you and I both on a lot of cold medicine right now?
Yes, we are.
Good. It feels
welcome.
Good. Tell us about the new Pat, or we could ask new Pat, but I don't know if I want. New Pat, tell us about you. Where did you come from?
My mother.
Okay, thank you.
And then
I think everyone's on cold
medicine.
And
then there was grade school, high school, college, and I met Chris at college.
Okay.
And we spent a lot of time together, and then I joined up with Avengers almost a year ago now.
Yep.
It's getting close, about 10 months.
Yep.
So it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, and you guys, you play just in Madison, or do you play Milwaukee too?
Oh, we have regular rotation from one end of Wisconsin to the other, southeast thus far.
And a lot based in Whitewater, or not based in Whitewater? Used to be, or is that where you met?
Actually, it's interesting because we all went to college at different times in Whitewater, except for Jason, who went to high school in Whitewater. But I'm
still happy we didn't give him a mic. Are you guys ready to play more?
Oh, yeah.
Should we apologize for this interview? We shouldn't apologize.
No,
we don't apologize. If you don't like it,
from Wisconsin.
You get your money back. More with Avengers Assemble coming up here at the Urban Theater. Focus, Aaron. Focus.